Starkville, Mississippi, home of the Mississippi State Bulldogs. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on another team from the SEC, the Mississippi State Bulldogs. 48 Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Mississippi State ready to kick off to get this game started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Well, that one falls incomplete. You know this guy is a big part of their passing attack. You saw the last game out, he had multiple catches from the running back position. They're going to try to get that established in this game.
And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. They are backing up their pregame words. Their first drive of the game, 4th down in their own end, and they're going for it. Makes the grab. It's Spears. Turning it on. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
You got to have better tackling in the back end on defense. The guy didn't have the first once he had the ball in his hand, but because you missed the tackle, they've now got a fresh set of downs.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. The Dogs are moving quickly down the field. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Handoff from the gun. Defense there to stop him at the 20. Let's give him 3 yards on that carry. You know what they need. You know what they want. And you know what they deliver on 3rd down. More cowbell. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
They've done a nice job marching the football down the field to get into this position in the red zone. Thrown incomplete on 3rd down. So the question now, are you going for a touchdown, try to pay this drive off, or are you just going to take the points?
He's got it in more than enough for a first down. And that's where they'll mark him, but a very productive play, and they'll move the chains. And the Bulldogs trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Moving out of the pocket. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Dogs!
I think what you love about that opening drive for the offense is the balance. They were able to throw the football to set themselves up into position, and then he carries it in for the TD. You got to be able to keep defenses on their heels, and they did a nice job of that on this opening drive.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. So Mississippi State's offense will go to work for the first time. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Makes the grab. It's Laporta. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll field it close to the 50. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
Well, the punter wasn't able to get a lot of leg on that one, and it gave him a chance to field it, and then he found his lane, he put his foot in the ground, and it was off to the races. A huge momentum-shifting play on special teams for that touchdown.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. The Bulldogs are in the hurry-up.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a...
Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. He'll keep it himself. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. And the Bulldogs come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. Motion from the wide receiver. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Oh, man, look out! They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Mississippi State comes out after picking up the first down. Use the play fake. Now the throw. Makes the grab. Inside the 35. Knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. The corners are walked up tight. They'll give it to the back. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1. Last play didn't go well. It leaves him with 2nd and 11. He'll run it again. He had to fight for a couple down to the 33. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it fly deep downfield. It is incomplete. Interception in the end zone. It'll be 4th down. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. He might be afraid to kick it to him here after the first punt was taken back to the house. And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Well, it's an electrifying run. And you think about the tradition at the running back position for the Bulldogs. Herschel Walker into his Heisman Trophy. No Sean Marino. And how about this? Todd Gurley, Nick Chubb, and Sony Michel all there at the same time. I bet this guy could have gotten to that rotation, though, because he's got those types of skills.
One final play before the end of the quarter. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. And the defense stands up this offensive line and stuffs him right at the line of scrimmage. He didn't get it. Trying to get it to the marker. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
Well, how's that for being aggressive? So early in the game, 4th down, in your own territory, and you go for it. And then your offense is able to come up with the big play generate a ton of momentum and stay on the field. That is impressive.
And in this weather, man, you start to see more of this. You try to throw the ball harder to penetrate through the weather and get it to your target, but just catching a football that's a little bit slippery sometimes, you'll see some of those drops, and it's just part of the game.
Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Quickly complete. At the 40, there he goes. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. Offense picking up steam. 1st and 10 from the 31. Can't get him to the ground. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. He's got 59 yards rushing and getting ever closer to that 1,200-yard mark. Headed to the end zone, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Georgia! They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that in this Week 11 performance. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. On the run from inside his own 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. They really need to get points on this drive to sort of steady the ship. Gives it on the option. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done.
And this offense on 1st down, man, they go backwards, and they build the deficit, and they've been sluggish, and they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. Fires to the right. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. And now the offense will come onto the field again. To the air on 1st down. Buys a little extra time. On the move, he fires. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that.
Breaks into the open. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving.
That's the danger as a defense when you play man coverage, is that if the quarterback decides to scramble, there may not be anybody there to make a tackle right away. You obviously want to take care of everything on the back end, and with these receivers, you got to get them locked down. But if you're the D coordinator here, you got to be more selective with your coverage and mix it up, because man coverage against a scrambling quarterback can hurt you.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. It goes incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Well, the defense is making some big plays here right up against their own goal line. They forced 2 straight incompletions. Now setting up 3rd down. You're expecting pass again. Is this a situation where they're going to want to...
Touchdown, Bulldogs! Quick strike through the air for the score.
You talk about going on the road and making a statement, 27-0. Hostile environment, big thing. You talk about home field advantage. Well, it hasn't worked. They have come in and had answers and started this 1st half as good as you possibly can.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner is stopped. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. The Bulldogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass on 2nd down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. On target to the left. Really nice job there to pick up the 1st down and get it to their own 41. Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. first down. Mississippi State really efficient on offense right now. Wants to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Laporta. Open space at the 25. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Hand off from the shotgun. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. Did a speed bump on that last play. Now work to do on 2nd and 15. Looking to fire. He'll take a shot. And the pass is incomplete. Jarred loose by the hit. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get him. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 yards.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Here comes the Heat. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. And the Dogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They built a big lead. They'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Off play action. Dumps it to the back. Got his man on the right. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that, take a shot down the field. Don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Turning it on. Got enough for the first down. He's at the 30. Inside the... And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Dogs.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
He'll start the return. Any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going for the 17. They'll start this drive going to the air. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Finds a man in the middle. Makes the stop at the 33, but it's a 15-yard gain. Looking to throw on first down. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. And the Bulldogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Finds his big tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. The short hands, it's Foster. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. Now on the return. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Fires on the move. Working the middle. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. The Dogs in the hurry-up. Looking downfield on first down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it.
Great.
That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. Sometimes a quarterback just needs to turn the ball loose. It was like he tried to guide that one in, and it disrupted the timeline.
Yeah, and just like in basketball, when you shoot a shot, you start trying to aim it, you really miss. You know, quarterbacks, they got to quickly be able to recognize, do I need to fire it? Do I need to put a little air underneath it? And it's just a tough thing for a quarterback to be able to do. But over time, you see they have less and less mishaps like that.
Wants to go up top on first down. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And just not enough field to hold that one. It's incomplete.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Now sliding to his left. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on. And here comes the field goal unit. And that might be the edge of his range, but he had just enough. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Bulldogs will kick it off to start the second half. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. And the returner will be brought down. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it. I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. The give to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Running back searching for a hole. Got room at the 35. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down.
And it's really nice to have a workhorse running back that you know you can feed and get productive gain after gain. Now over 100 yards. You've already got some separation on the scoreboard. I would continue to feed this workhorse.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Powers forward, but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24. They got a ways to go on 3rd down from the 24 as this defense tries to force him into a field goal try. Another interception. That's number 17 on the year. Got room on the return. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Bulldogs. The defense gets it done with that huge interception return.
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
From inside the 10, here he comes. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Pulls it in. It's Spears. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. And the Dogs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
This is an offense that prides itself on being physical, so you need 1 yard. Just hand it off to your back and let him go to work.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. The pull and throw off the RPO. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. Georgia ready to dial it out for another first down. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone. They did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
How about that way to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Man, I love defenders that are able to get up in the receiver's face, challenge them, and press coverage at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there defending against the slant.
Makes the grab. Oh, he's got some space. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33. 1st and 10 for the offense. Quarterback may change this route. Wants to throw it. Got his man downfield. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia.
Yards after catch. That's what this guy gives you. That was a simple slant pass. Caught it, made guys miss, showed you the speed, and it was pay dirt from there. What can you say about this guy's athleticism, man? He is such a weapon.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be productive. Does they pick up a couple out to the 15-yard line. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They needed it on second down. Wants to go up top. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th, but they can't move the chains. Here's a hit. Another incompletion on third down. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Yet another punt
at the spot where it keeps cutting off.
Loose. He's been busy. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. So now it's 2nd and long. The play action fake. Under fire. They get to him as he throws. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Passing game, keep this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Got the first down and more. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Bulldogs! What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot. He makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. To the air on first down. Wide open downfield. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Gives it on the option.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised. But now what's your counter, Coach? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
Punt is on its way. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10. Offense lines up for a first and 10 from the 43. Use the play fake, now the throw. Got him downfield. They make the tackle, but not before he finishes off this third period with a big play. We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So first down, we'll hold the final period. Looking to throw on first down. Finds the tight end. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big throw. I mean, go through progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
It's on target and complete. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down. Georgia comes quickly to the line. Quarterback making checks. Wants to throw again. Quarterback moving. Unleashes to the end zone. Pass is broken up. Incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Sends it back in motion. On third and short, they'll try to throw for it. Hauls it in. And boy, is he close to that first down. Maybe just a couple of inches short. How good has this offense been on fourth down, converting all 3 times, and they're lining up to go for it. Touchdown, Dogs! Fired in from the red zone for the score. They add on another score, and now that record oh so close to going to 8-1 on the season.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in a year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Looks like a penalty on the kickoff as the ball moves out of bounds. Looking downfield on first down. And he's knocked down. distance between them and the sticks here on second down. The quick out. He'll step out of bounds just short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49 after a good pickup on that play. On third and short, the power run here. They got zero push up front, and they stopped them in the backfield. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. They'll look to pin them deep. Catch is made at the 15. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse. Breaks into the open. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. And the Bulldogs come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Kept it on the ground on first down. Now back to the line. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Skips away from pressure. He's going to take off. Quarterback's got the first. There he goes. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 of the 11.
It's not fun playing defense. I got to cover these fast wide receivers all over the field. You're going to run tempo. You're going to spread me out. You're going to do all this stuff to me. And then it doesn't work, and you call a pass play, and then it turns into that because your quarterback's so special.
And that one is picked up in the end zone. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. Wants to go up top on first down. Gets it out fast. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28-yard line as this offense tries to mount a drive. The Bulldogs can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Grabbed in the middle. It's Otis. A quick tackle made, but he's got ready for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. And the Bulldogs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, a check down will be the last resort. All alone as he catches it. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Mississippi State has this drive hitting on all cylinders. To the air on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with the first down. Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw again. Rushes on him. Slings it downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift. The Bulldogs started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll go to the fullback. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And they get to the quarterback and knock it down back at the 16. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. the uprights. It's good. And the field goal was good. They get 3 on the board. It really doesn't matter much in terms of the deficit.
I know a lot of people are scratching their heads why they try to kick that field goal. You're in the fourth quarter. You're down a boatload of points. A field goal isn't going to do it. If you want to win this game, you need touchdowns. I would anticipate for every possession they get from here on out, man, you got to be way more aggressive.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. There he goes. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Quarterback extends the play. A strike downfield. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to. Will hustle to the line. Wants to throw on first down. Going for it all. It's incomplete, and it also might be what is called a learning experience and one this freshman got away with.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. Offense will use a timeout. 19. All but decided. Why not try to get another one if you can? That's part of the fun, right? Looking to get it in. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they tack on a little more to this big lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds. Backed up now here, 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And he's all bottled up, and now it's first. The ball's loose. Touchdown, Georgia. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W.
It's really hard as a quarterback because you got your eyes downfield. You're trying to find an open guy. You're trying to negotiate the rush, and all of a sudden people are swatting at the ball. They hit you, they knock it out. Got to do a better job next time of keeping 2 hands on the ball so you don't get it scooped and scored like what happened right there.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. No more room to run. They make the tackle right there, and the clock is at 0, and that's how this one will end. This Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and you're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see the number 24 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. Fielded in the end zone, it's McWilliams. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So Texas's offense will take the field first. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jess, who are really going to make the secondary nervous.
They should, because these guys can take the top off the defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, they have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Got a man. They'll pick up the first down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
These are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. You don't have to say anything in the locker room. Give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jess.
Loose in the middle. Touchdown, Texas! He got a step and just dusted the field.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation and time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So Georgia's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did.
He was a monster. And I think when you turn on the tape this week, you saw it in so many different ways he can hurt you, and he can be a focal part of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, is to stop that guy.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, hitting at the point of attack, getting as many hats at the football as humanly possible, because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Lions on the move. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. They're dealing with a second and long. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season, to the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. leads now on second and long. Wants to go up top. Throws to the tight end. He's got an open man. Touchdown, Bulldogs! A great catch and run for 6.
And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys. They usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there in that touchdown catch.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. They'll leave it with it. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Longhorns with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Right back to him on the ground. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3. This dog crowd is off the leash, and they are coming after them, bringing noise on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly to the tight end. He gets it out to the 28-yard line, not enough to pick up the first down. And the Longhorns will punt this one away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a quick return. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
Wants to go up top. Here's the pressure. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Let's see what they've got on him. Down. Looking to fire. Scrambling away. Rolling, throwing, looking right. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Got his man downfield. He stopped at the 32-yard line. Not enough for the first down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. What do? You set up fourth and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Intercepted, number 19. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Out of the gun, the inside give. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. It's got a little work done on first down. Now back to the line. Unloads quickly. The defense wouldn't let him loose there. And it was a completion, but they lost yardage. It'll be 3rd and long. He wants to throw it. Nice move there. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. The Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the running back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Working well behind the sticks on second down. the gun. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. The Longhorns line it up with a 1st and goal. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Moving toward the end zone, and the ball is free. Defense picks it up. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery. 90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Now what they had in mind to start this drive, here comes 2nd and 13. They'll go to the ground. Picks up the 1st down, still moving. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. No need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. Give to the back. Quick step and go. Turns it on in midfield. They make the stop, but not before he wraps up his first period with a huge gain. We played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. So after the break, they'll go back to work. From the gun, running back gets the give. Defense holds their ground, pick up of a yard. It's at the 26. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Pocket breaking down. Zings it complete to the right. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Let's take a little step back and have a look at Georgia. It's the conference finale today. Win this one. Extra football ahead has taken a ton of hard work to get here, David, and they certainly can't afford to let down.
Yeah, and you people, Reese, you know, that looking ahead, always point to the future, like they need to win today. Like their goals are still in front of them, but today is a big day in the conference to continue to keep winning.
And that's the thing I think their coach kept reminding his team of all week long. At the very start of the year in our first team meeting, we put our goals up on the board. The number 1.
The run's on the board now. Still going. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. And the Dogs didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Fires to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Makes the catch. And he will score. Touchdown, Dogs.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, and hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Coming out with it, it's Vincent. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. When you're playing from behind, you can't afford to give it up the way they did the last drive, David.
No doubt, you cannot give the football away. Again, turnovers are the biggest stats in winning and losing games. You're behind, Palmer. Take care of the ball. You got to go get a score here.
Yeah, they just got to do a better job executing. I like the game plan so far for them, but they just need to go out and do a better job connecting the dots.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd down, he drops the throw. Complete to the left. Turning it on. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. And the Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10. Oh, he should have had that one right in his hands, and he couldn't hang on. Typically, he makes that play. It'll be 2nd down. Shaw. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. He's simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Kick is in the air. And no shot at a return here as the punt flies out of bounds. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Last time they had it, they were backed up in their own end, marched right down the field and scored, and now they'll try to do that once again. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Makes it past the marker. Give him 114 yards rushing, and he's closing in on 1,400 for the season. Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. Running into the open space. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Gonna take a shot. Pulls it in down the sideline. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48. Georgia going back to work with another 1st down. Give to the running back. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. And the Bulldogs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle. It's Spears. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. Pass completion, move the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Looking downfield on 1st down. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Finds his tight end. The spin, still on his feet. The jump plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Bulldogs had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given him some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success on that play. Really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting into the ground.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
And it's not a surprise who they gave the football to. When you get down in this area, they're going to call his name. The physical back, they're going to give him the football. They're going to use their identity of physicality and run game down here in the red zone.
After that incompletion, it's now 4th and short in the red zone. Decision time if you're the head coach. Just take the field goal, or do you keep your offense on the field looking to get 6?
He's got it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the 1st half. Got a man. It's McWilliams. Tackle is made at the 22, but a nice 10-yard pickup there. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. The Dogs are barking and growling and trying to hold him here on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack market. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
And the returner will be dragged down. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Looking to throw on first down. Still looking on the move. That's it fly. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Right on target this time. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Under fire. Finds his back in the middle. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. It's good. And that lead grows even bigger.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
Fielded in the end zone. It's McWilliams. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here. Now we join Kevin with the
Bam scored 83? Good gracious, 83 points. All right, Bam Adebayo.
On the run from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game. He just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Knocked down, but not before. He gets the first down after recovering the fumble. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
This QB has been so comfortable all day long. Obviously having a ton of success. You've got to affect him. You've got to put some hits on those body blows so you can make him wear out and physically feel you. This is the first time really getting to him. His defense needed this bad.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They have been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls into
Hands.
It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Bringing the heat. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. He's got him this time. Stopped just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. Oh, he's got some space. Got some room. Heading to the goal line. And he'll finish the run at the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns. Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ball game.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it away at the 25. Here's the handoff. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. The Dogs with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle. It's Spears. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. New set of downs after the completion. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
They're working that left side. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. And the Dogs are at the line looking to convert on third and short. He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. The offense batting .500 on fourth down. They're 2 for 4 so far. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. They'll run it from the gun. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And this team needs more game, and you've got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense. And they do right there.
Breaks into the open. Smacks him with the stiff arm. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Georgia ready to dive it up on another first down. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves him with second and short. The give from the gun. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. Now on first and goal, let's see what Georgia will do. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bulldogs. The mantra is always finish. They're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming in this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes second and 13. Wide receiver comes in motion. Out of the gun, the give to the back. That hole closed quickly and pick up a run to the 15. Guys, this offense is already really down. Multiple possessions, really need to cash in on this drive. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Wide open downfield. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it first and 10 at the 31. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one. And the Longhorns with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. The Longhorns are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Snap from the gun on third down. Looking deep down the right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Longhorns line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Makes the tackle really strong, disciplined job, and now we have 1 period to play. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Offside, defense.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides of the team.
And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to him again. There he goes. And how much running room have they been able to find on the ground? Man, are they piling up some gaudy rushing stats. And the Bulldogs just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Soften him up with a run. Now to throw. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. Picked off again. He's now thrown 20 interceptions.
So you're saying there's a chance. I know it's not a big chance, but you got the ball back now. Maybe your offense can get hot. You can create some turnovers, maybe get an onside kick. Who knows? I'm saying there's a chance.
Looking to throw on first down. They get him a rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. And the Longhorns trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Going to swing it on 2nd down. That's reeled in. It's McWilliams. He is not afraid to use that stiff arm as a weapon as he bangs his way to the 28. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. The Longhorns will bring the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. He's got great speed. Oh, what a move. Touchdown, Dogs! And the stomping has commenced. They tack on another score, and how about the way this team has responded to a loss in about to move to 9-1. A dynamic, explosive return. The sliver of daylight exploding through it, just vaporizing and reappearing on the other side. And housing it.
And punt returners are so quick. You can play touch football in an elevator with them and lose. You can't even get your hand on them. So quick, so elusive. Does such a great job making people miss, but still going full speed up the field to get all the way to the end zone and score the TD.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Now facing a 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. And the Longhorns will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Makes the grab on the left. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. On the run, fires downfield. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there, forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air on second down. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
And I make sure that things are good here. We're going to get going, but I wanted to ask you about next weekend. Yeah, next weekend I'm going to a baby shower. What? Yeah. It's for couples. That's how I do it now. Well, I was going to ask you, since I'm going to be aboard, if you wouldn't mind taking out my recyclables. That's what you wanted to ask me? Yeah. Hey, you know what my son's doing when I'm out fighting?
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit, when they get hurried, when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense. Pressure on the quarterback.
From the gun, the ground game.
Hello.
Right at the 29-yard line, and it'll be fourth down. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive.
All right.
And this one is perfect. And that will extend their lead even further.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Texas offense. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. They'll try it on the ground, running the counter. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
That's a really good job by the defense. Wrap him up, getting him on the ground. Take away that run game, make him one-dimensional, put him in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Pulls and throws off the RPO. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
They'll try it over the left side.
Not a whole lot of
room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
And the defense is doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to pass. He finds a soft spot in the middle. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. The Longhorns line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And they get him again. This is a offense that you expect them to protect their guy. I mean, he is a dude that you know if you give him time, he's going to make it.
Makes the grab past the marker. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on fourth down. The Longhorns are flying down the field. They'll try the run. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Grabbed over the middle. It's quick. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. Out of the gun. They'll run it inside. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down. Bunch formation for these receivers. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. At the 45 on his way. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Off the play fake on 1st down. The throw. That's caught. It's Spears. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the 1st down. 2nd down, he'll throw it. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got a man. It's Spears. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31 and a big pickup on that one. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Trying to beat the DD. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Offense uses a timeout. 17 seconds left on the clock. The Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to get the first through the air. Firing toward the end zone. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Into the end zone for the 2-point conversion as they extend the lead.
And that's what makes this guy so dynamic. Not only is he good using his legs out in the field, but down here close to the goal line, if things aren't open, he can get it in himself running it, and they do for 2 points.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got his man down the middle. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. These corners going to give them some space. It's a lost cause, but they keep fighting. They fought to the bitter end, and the final incompletion puts a wrap on it. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel